I love videos when women try to actually break down men, and a lot of times they may be partially right, but they really don't understand the full psychology of men. Case in point, this woman is going to try to break down men who actually get a little money, then they come into a bag, and I want you to hear how she feel that men just going to up and leave their woman just because they got some money. Let's review it.
Let me tell you a little secret about men, and they can say that I'm wrong, but I know I'm right. It is not until men get money and get successful that they no longer have to date out of necessity. Until men get money, they have to date within the pool of women that's in front of them. Women, we don't have this problem. We can date up, we can date down. That's why there's girls with $2 in their bank account dating millionaires and billionaires.
Let me stop right. Let me stop. First and foremost, if you just mentioned dating, yes, I do agree. Men will date within their sphere, and women have no problem letting a man know what his sphere is. And his sphere is related to his bag, okay? So yes, if a man only making $45,000, he got a certain type of women he can get. If this man coming to making $250,000, he got a certain women he can get at that point, because the reason why he can get different women, because he can get access to things he couldn't get at making $45,000. That's really where it come to, okay? You can go places you couldn't go before, stay in hotels, rent a home, rent a high rise, whatever you want to do, you can afford it now. So when you're around different people, of course, that's going to change. You're driving different, you're dressing different, everything is different. So if you mentioning just dating, that's it, not marriage, just dating, yeah, a man's going to do that. Now, you mentioned the women, y'all can date anybody, that's a lie. The only type of women that could date anybody and be broke is women what they would call pretty privilege, okay? The average woman can't just date a millionaire like that. No, because she couldn't even get in a room with one. Only a woman that has pretty privilege, maybe can get in certain rooms, and even some dudes that got money that start simping for them. So, make sure you add that. That's not the story for every woman.
It's not until men get successful and get money that they now suddenly have access to a pool of women that before this never looked at them. Models, actresses, successful women. And you just stuck around, helped build this man in order for what? For him to figure out whether or not you are still his type or it's a model?
Well, you said dating. You didn't say marriage. So which one is it? Now, if you saying he had married a woman and then all of a sudden came up on a bag and now he wants to leave her, okay, now that's a different conversation. But let's go there. Prime example, LeBron James. LeBron James been with his lady since high school, okay? LeBron James got a bag. He didn't leave his wife. He's still with her to this day. So what are you talking about? Look, Kobe Bryant, man, he rests in peace, right? He got with Vanessa very early in life. Of course, he had his moment of infidelity. She forgave him, but they kept, until the man passed away. She with Kobe, right? So if that's the case, he should have left her too, because Kobe was on top of the world. He stayed with Vanessa. So what are you talking about? Not every man's go up and leave. Now, sure, a guy that don't have a good character about himself, and all of a sudden he never had attention from women, and he can't handle it, so now he wants to up and leave. I mean, yeah, that kind of guy would maybe do something like that. But it sounds like that's the kind of guy that, because a lot of times you women are passionate in these videos. I notice a lot of times y'all talking from experience. Did that happen to you, ma'am? But let's continue.
You need to make sure that man has already dealt with bad bitches, like already had access to them, because what do I look like trying to figure out whether or not I'm still your type?
Well, once again, if that guy having access to them kind of women, then it means he got money, and that means you're going to have to compete for him. And that's just really what it is. But the average man, listen, when a man get money, let's say he's in a relationship or you had a kid with him for sure, marriage, whatever. Men aren't the ones that's trying to leave relationships. Men get very comfortable. If you talk about marriage, who initiates the majority of divorce in this country? It is women. The same women that talking about they want a ring and they want a husband and they want a ceremony be the same one to break the relationship up too. That's why a lot of men have boycotted marriage, at least in the Western world, because it is one of the, if you look at the marriage contract like a business contract, no person will sign a contract that says if the other party leaves just because they want to, they can take half of your business, half of your bank account, half of everything related to that business. No one will sign that kind of contract, because if somebody signed a contract like that, then tomorrow I don't want to be in the business tomorrow, I'm leaving and I'm going to take half. Most people say, dude, what kind of scam contract you signed? People will say it's a scam. Think about that. If you signed a business contract with the other party can just walk away for whatever reason at every time and take half away from you, and on top of that, you have to pay them a percentage of the business for 18 years. Nobody would sign that kind of contract in business. I wouldn't, and you wouldn't either. But when it comes to the marriage in America, that's what you're signing up for. So a lot of men has watched y'all break men, break them to the point that they even taking themselves out of here sometime. Break these men, got them in jail. They're not even a common criminal because they can't afford all the mess the family court throwing on them, putting them in jail. You understand? Why would a man in the Western world want to marry y'all? See, in other countries, men actually have more rights. Men don't have to worry about everything being taken away from them. That's why men don't mind going to the Philippines or Thailand or South Africa to get married, or going to Brazil to get married, or Colombia. They don't mind that, because they know good and well they're not going to be treated the same like they will be treated here. Now, I heard Brazil got a few feminist laws, some of them kind of Western here and there, but that's not the norm of always doing a divorce thing. You know, in other cultures, like especially African culture, divorce is very taboo. Very, very taboo. The women will shame a woman for just walking out on their husband. Keep that up, because you're protecting society that way. When you just have an ability just to walk out anytime you get good and ready, that's why the family structure in America is so broken. But let me know what y'all think about what this woman is saying. Like I said, it sounds like to me somebody left her behind. Somebody got a bag and left her for a woman, I guess, that looked better than her or whatever, because she sure kind of passionate about this topic.